I've previously mentioned how to set up some ads on Instagram. Now let's talk about how to make them successful. Hello and welcome to the Income Highway. This is a show where we talk all about how to build and grow your online business. My name is Paul James Carey, and as you can see, today is a purple hoodie day, so we're talking about Instagram. Now, to set up an ad on Instagram, you can either do this through the Facebook ad platform, or you can now do it via Instagram itself if you've already switched over to a business profile. Now, the reason you can do it directly in the Instagram app if you switch to a business profile is because before you switch over, you actually have to enable synchronization between your Instagram and your Facebook account. That way you can actually now bypass having to go to Facebook to set up some Instagram ads, and you can do it directly on the app itself. The first thing I want to talk about in terms of making your ad successful is the targeting options that we have. Now, you can mix and match from a few different options in terms of targeting. You can target people by their location, their age, their gender, or their interests. So for example, if you run a cocktail website, your targeting may want to be people who live in New York City, who are aged between 21 and 35, who are female, who are interested in nightlife. This way your ads will actually go to a very specific targeted audience who will actually have an interest in your Instagram ads. The next thing I want to talk about is choosing a call to action button. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is the little button that displays underneath your advert on Instagram. You may have seen an example of some if you were scrolling through Instagram yourself and perhaps saw a sponsored post there. Now, personally, I prefer actually the call to action that displays on Instagram rather than Facebook, because on Instagram it displays with a blue background on it, and I think it actually helps it stand out a little bit more. There's a few different options you can choose from here. So first of all, one of the examples is shop now. So if you're selling a cocktail shaker on your website, for example, and you were advertising that on Instagram to that audience we've just spoken about, you can actually have the call to action of shop now, and when people click that, they'll be brought to the shop section of your website where they can purchase that product. Another option you could have is sign up. Perhaps you're actually currently living in New York City and you're going to be running a course where you show people different ways that they can make their favorite cocktails. If people want to actually attend that, you could use the sign up option as your call to action. Using learn more as your call to action is actually a very great way to send people to your website. So let's say that your website contains instructions and ingredients of how to make people's favorite cocktails. Your advert could be a very stunning cocktail, and if people want to learn how to make it, they can actually click on the learn more section to be brought to your website. Now, those are just some examples of the call to action button that you can choose. When you're actually setting up the advert yourself on Instagram, there's a few more you can choose from. As I said earlier, if you've already switched to a business profile, you can actually promote your post directly on Instagram. This is actually very simple to do. If you've already got a business account and you post something new on your Instagram, all you have to do is click the promote button that now appears on that post. When you click promote, there'll be a few different options that you can choose from. First of all, the targeting can be either automatic or manual. If you choose the automatic, Instagram will actually choose people who they think would be best suited to your advert. Whereas if you choose create your own, that's more of a manual version where you actually create your own audience like we talked about earlier. Once you're happy with the audience that you've selected, all you have to do now is choose the duration, which is how long you want the advert to run for, and the budget that you're willing to spend. Now obviously the more that you spend, the higher reach that advert will get to, as in the more people will see it. But because you're using extremely targeted audiences, usually you won't have to spend as much and you'll get a greater return on investment because of the advert. If you haven't already tried Instagram ads, I suggest even just running a very small ad with a very limited budget just to see how they work. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to learn more about how to build and grow your online business, please hit the subscribe button below, because there's a new video on this channel every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. There's also a new podcast over on iTunes every Tuesday and Thursday. If you want to learn more specifically about how to build your business using Instagram, please click the annotation over here. Thanks again for watching this video. I look forward to talking to you in the next one. Have a fantastic day.